back to the Dogcast live from MGC 2017. We're here with a very special guest. We got Chris Dammacco from Windy Gaming. Welcome to the Dogcast, Chris.
Happy to be here.
Hey, thanks for coming. So, it looks like you have a big monstrosity of a thing here.
I carry a big stick.
It's got, that's the biggest stick I've ever seen.
And nice it's arcade stick there.
Yeah.
It is, yeah. So we recently, in the last 6-7 months, started manufacturing some stuff.
Yeah.
This is the new boy. This is the Fierce Stick. And it will play just about anything you want to throw at it, you know, for competitive players.
Right on. Now I see that it has a lot of buttons.
It does have a lot of
buttons. I'm kind of, the white one's on the top.
Okay,
like,
so
what?
Top array. So
yeah.
You have, there are some big sticks out there. A lot of the bigger ones are made for like a lap player. That's why you have this kind of size. It'll fit in your lap.
Yep.
And we're not going to slide around. Most of the buttons on those style of sticks, back, kind of upper sides.
Right.
So that's all of your alternate buttons. So here's all your normal action buttons are below. Up here, we got the PlayStation touch controls. So like for the PlayStation 4 touchpad.
Okay. So you have buttons that emulate the touchpad.
Correct.
Of a PS4.
Yes.
How is that possible? How does that work?
There's a fight board inside. It's called a Brook Universal Fight Stick, or fighting board.
Okay.
It's a custom PCB that a company called Brook makes. Tournament legal. That was a big deal. There's a lot of tournaments out there. We want it to be something you could take.
Yeah.
You want to take it to Evo.
Right.
And they had the emulation built in.
Okay.
So I can just wire direct to it. I had thought I had solved the problem of 3-button because they're naturally a 1-button with a stick input.
Okay.
So if you want left zone, you go like this, center, or right. And unfortunately, I didn't. I thought I had it.
How could you?
It added a horrible delay. I was wiring through the joystick micro switches themselves.
Gotcha.
So 1 button was going to actuate 2 switches.
Gotcha. Okay. Yeah.
It was a little trickery, and it didn't work the way I wanted it to. Final production model is going to be down to the 1 button, so these 2 buttons are going to be gone.
Okay. So this is a straight up prototype.
This is basically the final proto, and we're going to just take away these 2 buttons.
Awesome.
Which is simple enough.
Yeah.
Otherwise,
I mean, we can just do it right now.
Yeah.
Can we just gotta get a hammer. We're just gonna take off. Right.
Crowbar. Then after that, L3R3.
Okay, gotcha.
Home for syncing, select start.
That is amazing.
And that's easy. You know, a lot of fight guys not necessarily going to use a lot of these buttons, but I know there's a bunch of like modern shmups like that'll use the hat buttons on like the L3R3. So to be able to do that and not interrupt gameplay.
Yeah.
Some other games, do use these, but you know, again, I'd rather have access.
Yeah.
And not interrupt anything than not.
Right. Exactly.
So it's kind of function over form a little. I'd rather, if I'm going to want something that does everything I want it to do and do it well and fast,
exactly.
I want to have access. I don't want to be like, look how clean my top is. Now excuse me while I reach for this.
Right.
Pause.
Yeah.
You know, so
you don't want to do that.
I'd rather just play.
Exactly. So, what systems or consoles is this actually all compatible with?
So
would you say?
This is dual output.
Okay.
So on the back, we've got this little blue connector, this little DB15.
Yeah.
So that's going to go, we make a super gun, which is used for playing arcade hardware on your TV.
Like JAMA
Yeah,
boards?
Basically it's a JAMA box.
Sure.
That'll go right to your TV. So
awesome.
that'll work with that, as well as Neo Geo, which is great because we use a similar pinout.
I love.
Yeah, you can run
rumor has it, I kind of love the Neo Geo, so you had sold.
I'll swing back later.
Can I throw my money at you?
And we'll just throw. Yeah.
Can I just
done. Just send it. Tournament lockout switch is next.
Okay.
Little switch in the back. That's going to, Christ Almighty, it's going to disable the select start and home button. So in a tournament setting,
right.
If you stop gameplay for whatever reason, traditionally you will be eliminated.
Yeah.
Or at least you lose the round.
Right.
Yeah.
You're cheating essentially. Possibly.
I mean, you could errantly hit a button. So a lot.
Not if you're a pro,
sticks.
Chris. If you're a pro, you don't do that shit.
You know
well, if you're a pro and you're using a pro stick, you have this button on there. I did not create that button. This is an existing feature.
Hell yeah.
But it's something that they all need.
Right.
And then new trick USB So production guys knows all about Nutric.
Oh,
So the big tough enough USB connector. That's connected to the Brook, which gives you access to PS3, PS4, 360, Xbox One, PC, and Wii U, so you can play Smash. Because all the fighting game guys want to play Smash.
Wii U's making a comeback.
Huge
and you
comeback.
thought it was dead.
It's a monster.
You all thought it was dead.
But no,
it's come back and beat the Switch.
Brook also does updates, which is nice.
Oh, like firmware
The
upgrades?
firmware updates.
Sure.
Sometimes they'll add or take away features that don't work.
Right.
And if you want to do any of them, if you just follow Brook and you have my stick, you just plug your stick into your computer and update.
Yeah.
So if they add
That's
a new
awesome.
system, it'll be there.
Right. That is so cool, man.
Yeah, the idea is the last stick you'll ever need. Not the last one you ever want, but the last one you ever need.
And on that whole train of thought, how much does this thing weigh?
When I checked,
15 pounds.
This is pure like metal.
yeah, this is, was it 16 gauge steel or 18? I can't remember which one I ended up using.
Right.
It's about a 7-pound box.
This thing. Nick, you think I'm just being funny? I'm actually getting exercise in right now. It's
Yeah.
pretty insane. Like,
It's probably 15, 20 pounds.
this is
I don't think it's that bad.
some serious heft, man.
Fine. 12.8.
It's a small bowling ball.
It's so
Rubber feet so it doesn't slide.
awesome.
Or enough room on your legs. And they're screw off, so if the feet hit your legs, you can just remove them with a screwdriver.
Right.
Simple.
And I think you had a good quote where it's like, if you lose the round, at least you can throw this at somebody.
If you lose a round, you still win when you bludgeon the guy. Our big hook with this whole thing was we didn't want to send it out. We wanted it done, not just made in America, which is a big deal to us.
Absolutely.
We wanted
That's awesome.
made in Chicago. So this is made local. This is fabbed out. The Great
Midwest,
Metal
baby.
Shop, out in Elk Grove that did this for us. They handled the powder coating.
Awesome.
Everything is done to our spec. The final production model, there'll be a little bit of laser etching going on in the back. It'll say made in, and there'll be a picture of Chicago flag stenciled out.
Right on.
So a little hometown love.
So how long was the process to take this from the genesis of the idea to the prototype that we have now?
I started this just after I had released the Super Gun. So I started kind of sketching out the idea. So September.
Yeah.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Nice.
I started sketching out the ideas. I mean, there's a lot of sticks. There's not a lot to a stick, but it's all about the implementation.
Yeah.
I saw things I didn't like about sticks. I saw things I liked about sticks.
Yeah.
One's like the Astro City layout. So Sega has an Astro layout, which is the curved. So like it matches your hand when you're on it. I wanted to have enough room for your wrist.
Sure.
I wanted a texture on it, so it's not slick, but it's not sticky.
That's awesome.
So it's comfortable to rest on. And
makes sense.
I did a couple of 5-hour sessions on it just to, you know, see if I cramped up. You know, I sat with a couple of local Chicago fight clubs.
Yeah.
Fight game clubs. I talked to a couple
Actual
of pros.
fight clubs.
Actual.
Like,
ones
are you
we-
supposed to talk about Fight Club?
Not it's.
Is it?
Yes, you can talk about these, but if it's your first night, you have to fight.
Oh.
Okay. There is no Tyler Durden.
Yeah.
So what?
So yeah.
What is your big? Before this existed, and you had other sticks you may have liked or not liked. What was your biggest pet peeve that this actually fixes from like a lot of sticks that you played before?
From a lap stick perspective, from something that's lengthy.
Yeah.
So there's plastic ones, and they have so much body flex, and I hate it.
A lot of
Quanba
give.
is a big brand right now.
What brand?
Quanba, Quanba, or QNBA. I forgot how to spell them. Forgive me.
That's good enough for me.
Yeah.
You heard it here first. Quamba. That's how you're spelling your name from now on.
They make great sticks.
Yeah.
But I hate their enclosures. They always felt kind of chintzy to me, like not kind of cheapish.
So good components, but just a shitty like.
And then like
tying it all
for
together.
example, they're gonna cut off about here.
Okay.
So like.
Oh yeah,
Like
your
hand
hands
placement.
like
It wasn't there on. You know, some of them are huge, some of them are whatever.
That's like carpal tunnel city right there.
The biggest stick most people are comfortable with are about 17 inches, and that's kind of pushing it, maybe 18.
Okay.
This is 15 3/4, so it's a 400 millimeter wide.
Yeah.
I mean that's.
But I added a little extra depth.
Right on.
So I wanted there to be room, and then if you wanted to use that third row, it would be functional, like from a simple hand movement perspective. got some interesting feedback. Some people don't like the top row. They'd rather have a clean panel and their stuff in the back, and that's fine. If that's your thing,
Yeah.
I want you guys to be
They're
happy.
wrong, but that's fine. That's
Well,
fine.
no, if you want to be, do you.
Yeah.
I'm not telling you to buy my stick because I'm the best. I think mine's the best. I want it to be the best, and that's why I'm
a good
selling it.
mindset.
But
Yeah.
if you like something better, go buy it.
Right.
You know, Audi doesn't expect to turn every BMW guy. You
The-
know, that's their thing.
Right.
You know, some people like this, some people chocolate vanilla. There's room for everybody,
Yes.
except Mad Catz. They're dead.
I was going to ask you, like, yeah, did you pour out a beer?
Half a beer.
Half beer for
Half
Mad
a
Catz?
beer. Those poor bastards.
I know.
they were done.
They had a rough run.
Yeah,
man, those guys.
It was great. It was like they were known for being the worst stuff ever.
And they lasted quite a
Rose
while.
from the Phoenix in the fight stick market.
With the fights, yeah, exactly. And we thought
and
they
then
were going to turn the
then they're
corner.
like Guitar Hero. Oh no!
Oh no!
No.
Sorry. Oh, in comes a new challenger
Oh, yeah.
approaches. PDP. Hello. Yeah, Mad Catz,
And it
you're
was
out.
Mad Catz dead.
And they announced their closure on April Fool's Day.
Yeah, which is extra funny.
So, yeah. Not
yeah, so we
necessarily
all
the
thought it
best-
was fake for a second.
Exactly.
But yeah.
So, we got the proto here, and are you doing any crowdfunding or? Is
Yeah,
it
so I'm gonna use. We're gonna do Kickstarter on this,
okay.
specifically as a pre-order vessel.
Oh, right on.
Kickstarter is gonna get me a little bit more reach than I want, or than I actually have.
Okay, yeah.
I do have my fans. We've been in business for a while, so
Yeah.
those that know me, you know, and want something like this are buying them already. I've got plenty of interest.
Sure.
But I'd like to get as many eyes on it as possible, especially if something coming out. Should be pre-orders will probably be in about 2 to 3 weeks, something like that, in that range.
Okay.
And we'll do a couple of deals there too. The retail on it's going to be $300.
$300. Okay. Yep.
And again, just
That's
with the
US.
components on board. That is US. It's not yen. It's all Sanwa parts, which is a big deal. Like the correct Japanese buttons that
Oh, excellent.
for just wonderful presses.
The best.
And there'll be a Kickstarter on it, and whether or not the Kickstarter succeeds, we're still going to do a run.
Sure.
And that's kind of the big part for me, is we're still doing it. We got enough interest.
Yep.
So,
Is the Kickstarter live
excuse
now?
me. I'm sorry?
Is the Kickstarter
No,
live
not yet.
now?
It's about 2 to 3 weeks.
Okay,
That'll
that's
be,
right, sorry.
Yeah. This beer's got me kind of a little bubbly here.
Yeah. Just take a moment if you need a moment.
No, I'm fine. But Kickstarter's gonna be 2 to 3 weeks.
Okay. Awesome. And you said this is coming to market potentially when?
Probably 2 to 3 months post Kickstarter, so we're
Okay.
guessing July, August.
Awesome.
Once she's all said and done. Honestly, where it's at is my supply chain's ready, everything's in order, all the ducks in a row,
right.
and this is just a ready to go stick.
I mean that is an amazing quality stick. It
Yeah.
might be one of the
That's
best
pretty.
I've ever.
And they're
Right.
out here for demo live in the Fight Club room
Yeah,
or area, and then tomorrow they're gonna be live on my Super Gun at my booth.
Awesome.
So yeah, so you'll be able to see how both outputs or inputs react.
Yeah.
What's
yeah.
your fighter of choice?
King of Fighters,
King of
13.
Fighters.
I'm 13 right now
Okay.
for modern.
13?
Is that
How
about old
PS2,
school?
right?
PS3.
PS3, okay.
I have 14, didn't like it as much.
Yeah.
If I'm going back, 96 or 98, KOF.
Yep.
I'm
We
an
got that
SNK
in
guy,
cyber.
you know,
Oh.
just kind of how it goes.
Can we high five that? Oh, sorry, that was bad.
There it
Yeah,
is,
all
much
right.
better.
That was PSNK.
But yeah,
You said
love
KOF 96, 98?
96 and 98 are my favorite too from
Yeah.
their
Sure.
from their main
I'm a
era.
98, 98, yeah.
And then there's a couple of nothing wrong with the old Super Turbo. Everyone loves Super Turbo. It's a great title.
Yeah.
I'm trying to think like other like, what was it? I can't remember the name of it, but there was this really random anime one using like the Blaze Blue engine.
Oh, okay.
Aquapaza. It's like an Atlas title.
Did you just have a stroke? What was that?
Yeah, Aquapaza. it had like obscure anime characters from obscure animes all fighting each other,
Yeah.
and it was actually I really liked it.
Yeah.
So it played really well.
Is it one of those games where there's so much flashing on the screen you have like a seizure?
Yeah, something like that.
I love
yeah,
those,
yeah,
yeah.
And it's
I
really
don't know how
well
to play
done,
those games, but
cel-drawn
yeah.
stuff. So it's like cartoons fighting cartoons. Like
Yeah.
it just
Yeah.
it looked
It
great.
looks beautiful.
It was super smooth. It's very very reminiscent of like a Blaze Blue.
Sure.
Another one I like. I love that series.
I'll have to check that out. Yeah, definitely.
Mm-hmm.
But Well, awesome, man. So you like an MGC so far? How's it
I love
treating
it.
ya?
Yeah, this is my hometown show, so this is year 5 or 6.
Is it
for
really?
me.
Nice.
Hey,
Yeah.
welcome back.
I know. I think this is year 6 is a vendor, and then year 7 is showing up.
Yeah.
So yeah,
Right on.
I come every year. I love this place.
Hard not
This is
to.
my favorite show in the country.
This-
Like hands
I hear
down.
more people- yeah.
I've been all over the place.
Which
Yeah.
other ones do you go to?
Portland. We did
Yeah.
Portland for the first time last year.
How is that?
I love Portland. I love the showrunners. Rick, I'm sorry you're not the best.
We'll
we
edit
did,
that out.
yeah.
I'm just kidding.
We did.
MGC.
We did.
We love you.
Too many games. I've been out to Retropalooza. I've been all the corners of the country.
Yeah.
We did a video game con out in Jersey last year. I've been all over the place.
Yeah.
Some big, some small.
Nice.
Um,
Because we're just getting started, and Portland has been on our radar.
This show is just it. Portland's awesome.
Yeah.
First of all, it's a great town.
I love Portland.
It's a wonderful
Oh, my
town.
God. Love you, Portland.
And it's a great vibe in that room. So like, none of the sellers are too aggressive. You know, they got good. What's it called? The panels.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, they got great panels. They got everything. But Portland, like Too Many Games, like all of the shows, they all follow that same vendor hall, couple of games to play, panels. That's that formula.
Yep.
And there's nothing wrong with it because it works.
Right.
It clearly works. People go.
Yeah.
But MGC, man, shmup room, fighter room. This is games first here.
Exactly.
And this is,
Absolutely.
we're in the vendor hall. We've been pushed outside. We're in a tent. we're in a fucking
We're
tent
at
with a
Bunny.
band
It's cold
over
out
there.
here.
And there's a band in the room.
There's
You're
a
right,
band
yeah.
playing
Interrupting us
Zelda.
playing.
They put us with the musicians.
And all the games are in the fun, worn, carpeted area where there's no moisture ruining your stock.
Right.
No moist.
This is games first, though. I love this show. This is, I promise you, like, I make jokes. I love a lot of the showrunners here. They're all great.
Right. Yeah.
This is a great show. This is my favorite show in the country.
Awesome. That's
Not
great to
just
hear.
for being a vendor, but for being someone that goes to a show.
Yeah.
This is it. This is the apex of coming to them.
And the crowds that you see, are they any different than any other con? Or
Here,
are
they're
yeah.
just nice and chill.
Yeah.
Good Midwest folk, but also you got a lot of people traveling to this show.
Oh, yeah.
A little disappointed some of the people that usually come see us.
Yeah.
You know, guys from Texas, guys from like the Carolinas fly in for this. They couldn't make it this year, friends of ours.
Yeah.
One of our friends drove in from Seattle. Fucking drove.
Really?
So
Yeah,
ways.
I hear Seattle's a long ways away.
At 30 hours of
That's-
driving, of
That's
just
way
pure
more than I
driving.
thought.
Thank you, but you're crazy.
Yeah.
But thank you.
Yeah, he was telling me some wacky road stories. I'm glad he made it. I'm glad he made it safely. But this is it. This is what shows are all
Awesome,
about.
man.
And it's not just that. It's the staff. The staff here is awesome.
The
too.
staff has been nothing but gracious.
I'm
and
double
courteous.
dutying. I'm vendor and staff this year. So
Oh.
I got the green card right there.
Nice.
God.
Good for you,
Museum
Chris.
staff. Yeah. I was happy to help out. I heard they need a little bit of help, so
Right
I
on.
offered up some help, and they were happy to take me
Nice.
on. And so they're good folks over here. I love these guys. So
Awesome,
and I
man.
see them a lot just locally as well. So
Right.
it's good to see
Awesome.
friends.
So
Yeah.
let's get to the most important question of the evening.
Shoot.
What's your favorite beer? This is a podcast about
Great
video
call.
games.
This is a
and beer.
podcast about beer.
All right, now we're talking about this fucking
All
video
right.
game shit. Okay.
So
Brass tacks, Chris. Go.
brass tacks. Everyday drinking, just every day. Like I'm grabbing a quick 12er.
You're piss pounding, yeah.
Newcastle, just for days.
Newcastle,
I've been
huh?
drinking it since I was 21.
Wink,
He was
wink.
21.
Yeah, that's been my go-to for years.
I got a lot of
Yeah.
friends that like Newcastle.
Love Newcastle. These guys, I swear to God, the New Glarus guys,
Yeah.
I
They're
love
pros.
them. Every time I'm anywhere near the border,
Right.
I'm going home with a 12-pack,
Hey,
That's
at
awesome.
least.
For those of you that don't know, New Glarus only sells in Wisconsin.
Yes.
So all these Illinois people and Minnesota people, they gotta find a dealer and have the.
I love how there's always like a news story about some bar bought a keg,
Yeah.
took it over the border, and they're being sued or files charged or whatever.
Yeah.
Right.
Or
Yeah.
charges filed.
That is funny. Yeah.
Oh yeah. Who else am I? Three Floyds. I love Three Floyds.
But yes.
Yeah.
Just about anything
Yes.
from them, I will just devour Three Floyds brew.
we are fans.
They're
of the,
great.
The Floyds.
Have
And
you ever
then
got to try their Dark Lord?
Dark Lord.
That's their really hard to get like anniversary Russian Imperial Stout.
Oh.
It's
like
I need
you
to
have,
try that.
It's like you have to be
I-
there to get it.
I
Yeah.
think you gotta pay like a chunk of change for the ticket, which sells out in 30 seconds or something, and then on top of that, you know, it's fucking ridiculous. But it's apparently one of the top beers in the
That's
world.
wacky.
In the world.
Yeah. Let's see. I got a couple others like on like. So I'll always go to like a lambic, like the framboise lambic. The lambic comes in like a 750 ml.
Yep.
Always, it's just it's a nice body on that. I'm not a big fruit beer person, but that one,
Those are pretty
Right.
easy drinkers.
they're great drinkers and super bodied on them. And
I'm a fan of those. I don't
Yeah.
usually I wouldn't go and buy one and it's
on occasion, I'll pick one up.
right. If
If
it's
I'm
on the
gonna go
menu,
hang
I
out
got a
with-
brew pub.
If I'm
I'll be
hanging
like,
out
oh,
with
yeah.
non-beer people, I
Yeah.
grab that.
Right.
And then Fish City, again, keeping it local. We were talking about that earlier.
Yeah.
City.
So Fifth City.
They make some incredible IPAs.
Are they
Out of Chicago?
Out of Chicago. Just awesome. They're kind of taking the town by storm. A lot of
Yeah.
the beer bars out there are picking that up.
That's awesome.
And then there was one more I'm trying to think of. I can't think of right now.
Dude,
but I'm
you've done a
I'm
great
beer
job.
guy. Yeah.
I was. Yeah.
I love my
mean, you
beers.
had these lined up. You were like,
Yeah.
no joke.
I wasn't ready to be asked this question, so I just kind of like
We'll,
going over some.
we'll give you
some
notes
personal
next
favorites.
time.
And then the guy that drove from Seattle,
Yeah.
he brought me like rare beer because he's a collector of beers.
Really?
Yeah.
So in my room right now, we're probably gonna crack on Sunday. I got that Alaskan Brewing, like the 06 super limited. They only made 72 12 packs of.
Oh, really?
What?
Yeah, like the $350 single bottle with
Oh,
the
whoa.
22 ounces.
So what's your room number?
I'm down the block.
I'm way over there.
I'm by the Toys R Us.
Yeah. In fact, I'm not actually right here anymore.
I
As
got
he
some
walks off the
wacky
stage.
shit that we're gonna crack later tonight.
That's
That's
or
awesome.
later tomorrow.
And
It's Alaskan Brewing Company.
I took a sister-own class at Madison College,
It's big on like the Pac Northwest, that brand.
Sure.
and
They're Alaskan.
Look at Alaskan Amber.
my teacher was the state sales rep for Alaskan. Probably should never mention that. You know, and she was hooking us up all semester. It was
Yeah,
awesome.
I think the oldest one he gave me was like an 04, which at that point you're getting a little worried about if it stayed.
Yeah.
Yeah. Right.
About 10 years is about kind of what you get
Right.
with theirs, from what I'm hearing.
Yeah.
Really? Okay.
So like it'll be a shame to open it. One of them's a barley wine too from like 07.
oh my gosh.
It's an interesting
Barley
stuff.
wine.
and
Great year.
People are
Fucking
apparently. and
barley
I had
wines.
no idea this market existed.
You're right.
Like it's contemporary beer for high-end collectors.
right.
It's like the Neo Geo of beers.
That-
Is what it is.
That is a great tagline.
Yeah, I'm gonna go with
we're gonna
that.
trademark that shit, man.
Patent pending. Patent
yeah.
pending.
Well, hey, Chris, thank you very much for
Hey, thank you so
coming
much
on.
for having
How
me.
can
That's
people
cool.
reach you? And
WindyGaming.com. So
Okay.
Just Windy Gaming.
WindyGaming.com.
Pretty simple. Find me on Twitter, Facebook. We got pages for both.
Awesome.
If you guys are interested in the stick, I'm tweeting like mad about it. I want to say next weekend I'm going to be live streaming with the Chicago Fight Game Club.
Okay.
And
yeah.
I'm going to get bodied for about 2 hours. They're just going to sit there and just beat the hell out of me
right.
because
But
they're
you do
good
it.
and I'm
You-
not.
Yeah. You take one for the team.
Yeah.
This is market research.
Yeah, but we're going to be showing off the sticks over there too.
Right.
And then it'll be a lot of fun. And you guys need anything, whatever, just hit me on
Cool.
Twitter or whatever. I'm usually the guy
Absolutely.
answering.
Well,
Yeah,
we
we'll
really
follow.
appreciate you coming out.
Hey, thanks for bringing me on. I really appreciate
Yeah.
it.
Yeah.
Glad.
Ladies and gentlemen,
Glad to-
Chris Dammacco from Windy Gaming.
Cheers, fellas.
All right, take care. We're the Dogcast. We'll be back sometime. We'll see ya. Whatever. We're gonna drink these beers. Cheers. Woo.